My name is Dr. Yap Banha. I'm the principal of Marshall Cavendish Institute. I'll be speaking to you about mental strategies in mathematics learning. When children first learn addition, for example, 9 plus 7, they use concrete materials such as this, counters. So they would represent 9 and 7 using counters like this. And it is most likely that they are going to begin with simple strategies like counting all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. But it is not the addition that's so important. We also want children to learn how to come up with cleverer strategies. I assume after a while, they would realize that it is not always necessary for them to count all, and with the help of adults, teachers included, children will begin to say, look, to add 9 and 7, I already know that there's 9 in this group, so I do not have to count it. And they'll progress in this way, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So they move from what we call the count all strategy to the count on strategy. Much later, they'll be able to perceive that 9 plus 7 is the same as moving 1 from the 7 to make 9 a group of 10, and hence 9 plus 7 is the same as 10 plus 6. Some children will also be able to see alternatives and say that it's also possible to move 3 from the 9 to make the 7 a 10, and hence 9 plus 7 has the same value as 6 plus 10. So Singapore mathematics is all about this, about children using clever strategies to do one task instead of just performing the mechanical steps to those tasks. After a while, the children will find it unnecessary to use the concrete materials anymore. They are most likely going to be using visuals such as this, which is very common in the textbooks. So to find the sum of 7 and 9, some children will be able to see that without the benefit of the concrete materials, that is the same as getting 3 from the 9 to the 7, making a 10 and a 6. Some children will also be able to see a more effective strategy of moving 1 from the 7 to the 9, making this a 6 and this a 10. Much later, they will be able to do 9 plus 7 or 7 plus 9 in their head. So when given a sum such as 9 plus 7, they will say that it's possible to move 1 from the 7 to the 9. And they do this by visualizing without the benefit of concrete materials or visuals. This is what mental strategies in mathematics learning is all about. Let us now take a look at the examples from the textbooks. Now let's take a look at the textbook in the second grade and the third grade to see how they use mental strategies in mathematics learning. In the second grade, for example, the students are asked to find what is the value of 58 plus 8. And the method they use here is to get the children to realize that 8 is kind of close to 10, so 58 plus 8 is close to 58 plus 10, 68. And then to realize that we have added too much and to compensate for the answer. So 58 plus 8 is the same as 68, but take away 2. In third grade, they move on to doing sums like 93 plus 99, and the children will realize that both numbers are pretty close to 100. So 93 plus 99 is pretty close to 200. But 93 is 7 less than 100, and 99 is 1 less than 100. Therefore, 93 plus 99 would have been 8 less than 200. So this is how they use mental strategies in addition in the second grade and third grade. So where does this lead us to? Children continue to use mental strategies that they learn in the lower grades, in the upper grades, when dealing with more difficult operations such as multiplication and division. Let's take the example of 51. How does one break 51 up? It will all depend on what you want to do. If you want to do 51 divided by 3, you are most likely to break 51 up into 30 and 21, because both are easy to divide into 3. However, if you want to do 51 subtract 19, you will break 51 up into 40 and 11. That way, you can take 10 from the 40 and 9 from the 11. So how ones break 51 up all depends on the conditions of the task. And this is what mental strategies is all about. It is providing a platform for children to learn how to make decisions depending on the actual situation. The actual computation, the mathematics, is merely a platform for children to develop more important human skills such as decision making. So this is what mental strategies in elementary school mathematics is all about. I hope this section has been useful for you in guiding your children in the learning of mathematics.